For me, probably the biggest next step that I have taken at Hope was I was invited by a good friend several times. I would think probably realistically they invited us 8 or 10 times. It seemed more like 100, and I finally came, basically so that they would stop asking. I thought, well, I'll go. I'll show them that it's not really for me. And I don't remember what the message was that week that but it was like Harold was talking to me, and it just was a fit, and we really plugged in and grew from that. It was really the result of sort of God being at work in our hearts, and then people that we were close to taking advantage of the opportunities to invite us. They didn't have to, and we told them no several times, and I'm sure that it was a little bit discouraging to them, but they didn't stop asking, and here we are 15 years later.
Taking that first step to join a group was not very difficult for me because I enjoy being around people, but it was a little nerve-wracking at first going into a group of people I didn't really know. But after that initial meeting and really getting to know the ladies in those groups, I've really been blessed beyond anything I could have ever imagined.
Well, I became a member here at Hope in August, and serving was the way that I was able to plug right in. Because I did that, because I plugged in and connected, there are some relationships that I've been able to build now that would have taken me a lot longer to connect with. And on top of that, with serving, you really get a good key focus on what the mission of the church is, and you're able to connect with the mission in action through the teams.
But serving at Hope really gave us a chance to meet people that we wouldn't normally meet, and we really and just put us in a situation where we learned a lot more names. We knew more people. We served together, and I really I kind of attribute to a little bit like there's watching the football game and you call it your team, that's my team, or there's actually playing the game and that's my team. Being on that team and serving with them seems much more like I can call it my team.
So for me, tithing has been a step, initially one of fear, but it's become one that's enabled me to see the way that God works in people's lives. And I would have, I guess, missed out on so much had I not taken that step, that challenge.
My next step was actually joining the church. I was actually visiting 3 different places, and he finally, because of being in the group and having a relationship with me and knowing me on a closer level than just surface, he had the right and the ability to just challenge me. And I didn't realize at that time how big of a decision that was, but it's really set the direction for my life for the last 30 years.